Hey Cub Scouts, James Thornock again. We are going to talk to you about my computer today. I'm going to show you some different parts, some key things that you need to understand. So if you look down into here, it gets really complicated really fast. But your computer is all built on one single thing, and that is called a motherboard. So if you look down deep into there, there's a chip. It's a giant chip that everything else plugs into. Then you're going to need to understand that every computer has to have electricity. So the electricity, the power cord comes in at the back with this power cord, which you plug in from the wall. Then it goes into this, which converts the electricity, and then these black cords here, if you look down in, they go to everything on the inside of the PC. So it powers everything from the fans to the graphics card and everything else. So the other thing that needs to happen in every computer is there needs to be a brain, and that brain is called the CPU, or the central processing unit. That's right here, but it's underneath this. This is a metal frame that helps to cool the brain. It's a cooler, essentially, and the metal conducts heat away from the CPU so that it can remain cool, because if it gets too hot, it'll melt down. So, and these are the fans. So I've got 1 fan, 2 fan, 3 fans. They're all pulling air through the machine. That way it doesn't get too hot. So that's that. Then if you look right down here, this is where our RAM is. And if the computer weren't on right now, then I would actually take it out and show you how to put it in. But that RAM is, it's called random access memory, and that's the storage that you're using for all of your programs or your apps that are open. As soon as you close those apps, that RAM can be cleared and used for other things. The more RAM you have, the faster that your computer can be, and the more that you can remember. Okay? Then what we have over here, this is the CD drive. And so at the front of it, you can open and close it, and there are more bays right here and here and here that you can put stuff in. So if you open this, it'll open, you can close it. And I can put as many of those as I want in. I can put at least 4. I only need 1 though. This right here is a hard drive, and so is this. So one of them's a hard drive, which is the old kind with the spinning disc inside, and this is a solid state drive. And the difference between these two is that one's a lot faster and has fewer moving parts, and the other is slower. Now I have 2 hard drives because one was old and one was new, and I can install as many hard drives as I want in here, at least like 4 different ones. That's where you keep all of the system. So the Windows system, the programs that you run, any video games are going to be installed on there. And then what you have here, the giant glowing thing that I have here, this is the graphics card. And this part alone was over $600. And it has, if you look, we did the unboxing on it. Now that it's working, it's glowing and it looks really cool. And this thing makes sure that I can play video games at a really high resolution and have a lot of fun with that. And it also makes me money by mining cryptocurrency. Then this card right here gives me Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so I can listen to headphones all the way across the room if I want to, and also I can connect to the Wi-Fi, the internet in my home, without directly plugging it in. So that's I believe that's everything. So just to review, again, all the power comes from the box at the bottom. We have the brain, we have the hard drive. This is where all of the storage goes, all of your movies, your music, your video games, your applications, Windows or Mac OS operating systems. You have a disk drive, and then you have the brain underneath this, and also you have RAM. If you're confused, that's okay. It takes a long time to get used to it. And then if you're ever curious, then I can help show you how everything works. And now, the whole thing that holds all of it is called the case or the tower. And I am going to put it back together. And then that's what you do, you just screw it in at the back. And then at the very back here, I should show you this. This is the HDMI cable, so this is the part that's going to the TV, which I use as my monitor. And then these are the USB ports. This is where you plug in your mice or your headphones. This is an antenna, and then this is the power cord. So they're different cords, they do different things, but of course, you can't even see what's happening in a computer if you can't look at it. So if you look at the screen here, this is my TV. I'm using it as my computer screen, and I'm using it to make money for me right now, which you can find out more about later. And then you can have whatever you want. So you can go to Google, you can do coursework, you can do whatever, or you can play games. And so if you look over here, this is Rocket League, and I have a little piece on the back that allows me to use an Xbox controller to be able to play from my couch, so that I can use it as a gaming system, I can use it for work, I can use it for whatever I want. So if you look back at the screen, this is Rocket League, and then that high-tech graphics card allows me to play at really high resolution, the maximum resolution, and do so very fast. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit about computers today.